All right. Hey, everyone, and welcome to the Webydo webinar, how to set up your client as a CMS user. I am your host, Jan, and I'm going to teach you on how to properly integrate your sort of, let's say, login for your clients through Webydo. Okay. So let's understand first the idea. Okay. So imagine you finished building the website for your client and you want your client to be able to get in his website and update the content or change the content or change images, basically whatever you decide or whatever you limit the client to have. Okay. You also want to let the client publish at his own pace. You want the client to be able to do whatever he wants, right? So this is exactly what we're going to concentrate on, is how to add a CMS user, how to grant access to your client, and how to set up everything so that it'll be well organized, professional, and ready to go. Okay, so first of all, I would like to point out exactly what you need. Okay, you need one, your login link. Okay, your login link will be the link that you provide to your client so that they can click on the link, enter their CMS information, and log into their website. Second of all, you need of course, when you're registering the CMS account, you need the CMS account info. So they either provide you with the info or you create that information for the client itself. And of course, you're either your login page, okay, or your login link connected to somewhere. We'll go over it in a few minutes. Okay. So first of all, let's understand what exactly is the login link. Okay. So the login link, obviously, the login link is a link that lets all your users, all your clients, to log in through that, to log into their websites through that link. Okay. Now, let's see exactly where this link is set up. So first of all, this is my website. I'm just going to take this off. Now, please stop me if you cannot hear me. Okay, I'm just going to go on home. All right. Let's go on my dashboard. I need to go to my branding. And you're going to see here where you can add your dashboard logo and login logo, your own login page. This is the login link. Okay. This is the link that you send to your clients. Okay, so normally you copy it and you send generally this link to your client. Now the thing is, it's not very professional. So since you're using Webydo as your solution, you don't want to let your client know that you're always using Webydo as a solution. Okay, what you want to do is that instead of sending that link like this, dashboard.webydo.com, okay, you would want to change webydo.com with design-editor. Okay, so it's on my next slide here. Okay, so at the moment, it's not a link that you can do under your domain name because this link is generally set between two domains, webydo.com and design-editor.com. For now, we're looking into improving how we display it, how we let our users display it. But for now, to white label that link, you can change webydo.com with design-editor.com. As an example, you can see here, this is what you get, okay, with the webydo.com, and you copy, paste it somewhere, and change webydo.com with design-editor.com, okay? What we're going to look at is how to set up your CMS info, okay? So generally, how it works is that either you discuss with your client what login information you need. First of all, you need only an email and a password. Okay, so what email, what password does your client want? And I'm going to also show you how to set it up. So first of all, the CMS info. To add your CMS user, first of all, you need to go to your dashboard, select the gear icon of your site project. So let's do that together. So let's say this is YB login. I'm going to go here. This is my dashboard. This is the setting. Next, what do I need to do? Go to CMS tab and enter email and address field. Email address field. Okay, so email address, let's say test@webydotest.com. password test123. I haven't saved anything yet, okay, because I'm going to test it out with you guys, okay, but generally you set it up like that. You go to your dashboard, settings, CMS tab, and you enter the details, okay, and this is how you set up your CMS user, okay. Once you click on save, generally email already exists, so Yan test. Did it many times. Okay, so generally what you do, you send your client the login link with as a username, password test123. This is generally how you send all of the login details like this. Now, of course, you can customize your email. Now, what I want to stress is that not a lot of clients, and I'm sure you guys agree with me, you guys don't want to just send a huge link, a huge login link like this to your client, okay? It's unprofessional. We want to basically enter the link somewhere. For example, let's say you have a website, okay? And this is your main website. Or in another case, you don't have a website. Many freelancers, I would even say more than 50% of freelancers and agencies, not agencies, sorry, freelancers don't have a personal website. Okay, so this is kind of the right moment to actually create a website so that you can bring your clients to your website, have them click something, for example, a button that is connected to that link, and be directed to their login page. Okay, so in my case, yes, this is saved. Let's say this is yb.login. So let's say I'm a freelancer. I don't have a website for myself. If I have a website, if you guys have a website, then include the link inside of it. Now, how do I include the link? Okay, so obviously I copy that link. I change webydo.com with design-editor. I copy this, go back here, and here I see I created the link called a button called login. This is my properties, and at the bottom of the properties, you're going to see, well, I already put it there. I'm going to paste it here, publish it, and now I can publish my website. Okay, so before we see the website, I want to point out exactly what you can do and what type of access you can give to the client as well. So before we understand more or less the login page or login link, it's important for you guys to know that you can grant two types of access to your client. This is something that we're going to see in a few minutes. So number one, you can grant to the client content editing, which is the ability to change text or images or update whatever's considered as content. And of course, full design abilities is exactly the same abilities that you have. The login page. So like I told you before, it's not very professional to just send your client a link. Okay, you want to insert that link somewhere on in your website, or if you're a freelancer and don't have a website, well, you can also have a website. But if you do not have a website, you can create just one page and do exactly like I did here. I created a page, I put my logo in, I put a button here to link to that link to the login link, and that's it. Okay. So here, login page button, like I said before, you can send your users to your website, or if you have a login button and have a button login button link into your login link, like I did here, but I created a page. Okay, sort of a website, but a page. Or you can create a website with one page, like I did right now, and add the button there, linking to the login link. All right, so to create your login page, all you need to do is create a new page or create a new project, and inside that page itself, design it, make it super simple like I did here. Have a button and link into your login link. So this is exactly what I did here, as you saw. You can see here, yes, I did added a few effects, and if I click here, you're going to see link to design editor, and my clients can log in, go to login.yanboa.com. They see my logo, instead of trying me, they're going to click on login and they'll be sent to a new page, okay, with the login link. All right, questions up until now? It's very simple. I mean, very simple to understand, not too complicated. We have a question from Peter. So in the future, we will be able to customize this URL. Hopefully, yes. For now, this is not a project in the works, but we will be have the ability to not to customize, but to connect our domain and have this connected under our own domain. I sort of figured out how to do it. Not figure. I didn't figure out how to do it. I kind of had a solution for it, a trick to it. I tried applying it, but it didn't go as planned. I was kind of stuck within. So it kind of worked 50%. If I find the solution, I'll be sure to send you guys what I did. We have another question. Can we use the ability to shorten that link? You can do it through Google, I guess. Google has Google URL shortener. So you put the URL here. You're not a robot, and you can make the URL shorter, but you cannot make it your own domain. Okay, but it is possible. They have the ability to do it. Okay, so we have another question from Steve. So using a tiny URL doesn't work. Look, I have tested it many times because let me explain to you the problem that this URL is having. I'm just going to go back a bit on my slides. Okay, so you see here, from dashboard to login.aspx, it's all fine. Thing is that you're going to see that the number here, the key there, always changes once the user enters his website, and it changes. And this is something that cannot be changed within, like, let's say masking the URL. Okay, you cannot mask it. That's the whole issue that is causing if we mask the URL with a different URL. This is the whole issue. You can try using Google's shortened URL or tiny URL. I'm not sure what company it is, but if you don't understand why it's not working, if it's not working, it would be because of that. Okay. So let's go back very quickly. All right. So link into your own login link. Okay. So clients access. So up until now, we figured out how to find your login link, how to understand it, how to understand your client side. We also understood how to set up your CMS account, your CMS user account. Okay, how to set it up, and of course, we understood what to do and how to actually create a professional way to send our users to their login page. Okay. So here, what we're going to do is we're going to see exactly what type of abilities do I have in order to when I'm giving access to the client. Okay, so what exactly is the client's access? Okay, so one, content editing, like I wrote here, gives the possibility of editing text, changing it, changing images, all within the layout. It doesn't change. Okay, especially when you finish doing it responsive, the website responsive, the client can do whatever the client wants. Okay. To give this access, here's what you need to do. You go to your dashboard, you select your settings icon on the selected site, go to the CMS tab, and insert the required information. Now, I'm just going to go back on dashboard. And here, under capabilities, you select content editing because you're giving only content editing access. Okay, so here, CMS, I'm registered, and the default language, and the capabilities is content editing. Okay, you have a different type of access like we just saw right now. It's the full design abilities. Okay, so the full design abilities lets you give the same abilities as you have. Okay, but sorry, I think on the slide I did a small mistake that I'm going to rectify here. It's the same thing, only under capabilities. Don't select content editing, select design, full design abilities. Okay, now you can also limit those design abilities. Okay, it's not just once you give the design abilities to the user, then the user can do whatever the user wants. No, you can also limit that sort of full design abilities. Okay, so let's go inside the studio for a second. And you're going to see on certain elements, you're going to have this sort of a box here. Okay, especially when we're talking about text elements. Text elements, most text elements, you're going to see a properties panel like this. Okay, and we're going to check non-editable by CMS. That means that even if the CMS has full design abilities, he won't be able to change the content or the text element itself. Okay, so yeah, so that's it. Now, in other elements such as buttons, sometimes images, well, sometimes images, because we had lately a really great update on the platform. Not only that, but also images. If you see here on my right, you have CMS access, show all properties, hide all properties, meaning that impossible to change, impossible to touch it even, to move it around, nothing, even if it's under full design abilities, and manage link only. So you can only manage it, meaning that you cannot move it as you can, but you can manage it, meaning link it and change its color, like content editing, but a bit more further. Or you can have show all properties, meaning that they have really the same exact abilities as you have. Okay. So this is the whole idea of the update that we had very recently, is that you can really, even on full design abilities, that you can limit your client. All right. So up until now, we have reviewed basically everything. So now what we're going to do, we're going to see, let's say, we're going to see the client's view of the website. Okay. So this is the client's view of the website. What we're going to do, I'm going to open I'm going to open another browser, log in through there with yantest at testwebydo.com, etc., etc. And we're going to see exactly together how the client sees his website. Okay, but before I show you that, it's important that I point out a few things. Okay, number one, you need to take out the guides when you finish a client site. Okay, don't go on, sorry, view and take out the guides. Okay, if you have guides like these that are everywhere, don't do view and hide the guides. Sorry, guides. Okay, no good. Why? Because when the client will have access and will access it, he will see the whole guides. So I would highly suggest double clicking. You're going to see delete it. It's going to take a bit of time, but it's okay, as long as you give a neat presentation, a neat website, especially for the client. So I'm going to leave it here so we can see. Okay. Number two, if by any chance you want to know how the client sees your website, you can just simply go on content and change the content of the whole website. It's a way to see things. Okay. But we're still going to go in as a client and see what we can do. Okay, so going to content to view to see how your client sees your website. And also, it would be extremely important to apply text relativity on your website. What is text relativity? Let's say your client puts more content inside the text block. Now the thing is, sometimes it could overlap on other elements. Okay, but you want that, you want to do that what you want to do is to be able to give a certain access to the client, where every time that there's a new line coming up, everything is pushed down. Okay, to do that, for example, no, here's a good idea. Let's just put a text here. Center it. Then we're going to center this. Okay. Now that it's centered, do you see here the button here? If you click on it, okay, I also put it on the slide that I'm going to share with you at the end of this webinar. It lets you, when you select this, it lets the user put text inside and pushes everything down, and we're going to see that very soon. So how to do it: select the text element, click on the route button at the bottom left of the element itself. This is exactly what I wanted to show you, and this is how it works. So now that we have done that, let's publish it. Let's open a completely new browser. Yes, it's a new browser. Just going to type in Weby'do in case I'm logged in. Yeah, I'm not logged in. All right, so this is my website. So it's a subdomain, okay? But generally you send them to your domain, okay? And I'm going to click here on login. It's going to open a new page. Oh, with your logo, email and password. So if I remember, it was yantest@testwebydo.com, and password is test123. Login. No, it's not it. So let's see exactly what was the password. Webydo test. There you go. Test 1, 2, 3. So I'm the client. I just logged in. This is my website. Okay. I can view it. All right. I can put properties inside. And let's edit it. Okay. Again, I'm only granted content editing access. So I cannot do anything except changing the image. If I click inside, I have access to this, to linking, but I don't have access to moving things around. So here, like I showed you before, the text relativity, let's say I just want to add more text into it. And you can see that automatically the text is pushed down. And if I want to publish, I click on publish. And this is how the CMS works. And you can see that it's all relative. Okay, to the size, to the position, to the spacing, everything. Now, this is basically it. I wanted to add something, a new feature that Weby'do added very previously. It was for CMS users to add their domains by themselves. Instead of going through you all the time and asking you, how do I connect my domain to my website, and you explaining them how to do it, they can simply do them themselves. And we also have tutorials on how to do it, okay, that you can send them. Simple copy paste. You can make your own knowledge base on how to connect domains to their website, okay? So CMS connecting domains. So this is the new features. Before I go into questions, I'm going to show you how to set it up. Allow CMS users to connect domains. So this is where you need to connect your domain. This is where you allow your CMS users to connect their domain by themselves. Okay, so we have a question here. Is there a way to export your site if you want to host it elsewhere? Yes, if you're on the agency plan, you can export the site. I would not suggest it because you cannot provide CMS access to your client, since the CMS is hosted only on the Weby'do Google servers. Okay, so I highly suggest, well, unless if your client really requests just to have the website and not the CMS, then yeah, you will need to have an agency plan to do it. We have another here. We have another question here from Chawalit. Under CMS info, do we have to set up a new username for the client or use client's email? You can use the client's email. You can set up, it's however you feel, however the client wants, or however you want. So there's no restrictions there. We have a question here from Peter. Can we design offline? No, not for now. Webydo is a cloud. Is cloud based, so everything is done online. All right. We have another question from Peter. When publishing a site, does it create all layouts even if you don't do a mobile layout? If you don't do a mobile layout, so it doesn't automatically do the mobile layout. It sticks to desktop until the mobile layout is created. So I have another question. Do you have to design for desktop, tablet, and mobile for each site? If you're starting from scratch, yes. Again, the power of Webydo is the flexibility of creating any element anywhere you want. Unless if you want to use our templates that are fully responsive, then in that case, if you want to drag and drop blocks or change or update something, then you have this option, which is also an option if you want to create a website. But if you want to create a blank website from scratch and make it responsive, I suggest you go to my previous webinars on my YouTube channel, and you'll see exactly how to make a website from scratch fully responsive. From Steven. If you check on various items like allow CMS users to connect domains, how does this affect those who historically have been given CMS access without this chosen? No, they still have they will still have the option because doing it like this allows everyone, even previous clients, to every time that they log in, the platform itself, the dashboard itself, reloads and refreshes with the new updates inside. Okay, it's like every time that we update our platform, it updates the platform of all of our clients. All right, everyone. So this was a great webinar. Thank you all for joining in. If you on our next webinars, we're going to start doing things a bit more complicated. We're soon going to show you cool new ways to build Webydo and make Webydo as a business model for yourself. If you need anything, please do contact your account managers, and we'll all be happy to help. Again, thank you very much, and have a pleasant day and evening or morning.